Dr. Choudry, Pakistan is a country which has suffered greatly from the effects of climate change in recent years. Give me a clearer picture of the problems that Pakistan faces. Is it getting worse? And what are the effects on the Pakistan population?
That's true. Pakistan is among the most vulnerable climate change countries. Last year we had the floods, and that was the historic floods. And 20 million people were displaced from their houses, and 1.5 million houses were just washed away. So this, if we look at the magnitude of the people who displaced, this is the biggest disaster in the modern history.
That's 20 million people. Presumably many of them never get back to their original homes. They have to start a new life elsewhere.
Very right.
What effect does that have on the infrastructure in Pakistan, on the economy in Pakistan?
These floods have not only displaced 20 million people, they've washed away about 1,000 bridges. They destroyed, washed away thousands of kilometers of road network. They destroyed thousands of schools. And the total loss of these floods were estimated to be $9.5 billion. So you can imagine the country like Pakistan is suffering from such a big disaster. And not only that, last year disaster. This year again, during the monsoon, one of our province in southern province of Sindh, that again received the 5 years rainfall during the 4 weeks time. So you can imagine the 5 years rainfall occurring during the 4 weeks, how it can affect. And again, more than 2 million people were displaced from their houses. Water is still standing in many of the areas, and that created not only this health problems, that created this malaria and dengue fever epidemic in Pakistan. So these are all the areas where Pakistan is suffering because of the climate change.
I think Pakistan has always been susceptible to monsoons and the like, but are we seeing a greater intensity and a greater frequency now?
Very right. In fact, you see, although if we look at one single event, probably we might find it difficult to link it with the climate change. But when we are looking at the trend of this hydrometeorological disasters in Pakistan during the last 15 to 20 years, that is clearly indicating that the frequency is increasing, intensity of these disasters are increasing, and not only the floods. We are having extreme flooding conditions, we are having the extreme temperature occasions, we are having the drought condition, extended drought condition in many parts of the country. From 99 to 2000, 4 years drought conditions. And then we had frequency of tropical cyclone is increasing. So all these signs are very clearly indicating how the Pakistan is vulnerable from climate change. Though the emissions of Pakistan to contributing to the global warming are, I think, the lowest among the nations. But the suffering, I think we are among the top 10 countries of the world which are suffering from these climate change.
Is Pakistan in a position to reduce its CO2 gas emissions? Are efforts being made on that behalf?
Yeah, we are. In fact, recently we have prepared a national climate change policy, and we are trying to prepare this action plan also, climate change action plan. And we are, although our main focus is on the adaptation to climate change, but we are not ignoring this mitigation also. Though as I told you, that the emissions of Pakistan, carbon emissions of Pakistan, are among the lowest in the world. But still, we are trying to move on to the green energy and this low energy, low carbon intensive activities. So we are trying to improve that condition also. But our main focus is on the adaptation to climate change.
Okay, so looking at that bigger picture, you're here in Durban for COP17. What would you like to see from the rest of the world to help to mitigate, to help to lessen the impact of climate change on Pakistan?
Yeah, as I told you that our contribution to the greenhouse gases are minimum. In spite of that, we are among the sufferers. So we would expect from this international community that Durban conference will be a success. We will have more technology transfer mechanism. We would like to see this green climate fund and activated at the right time so that the developing countries can get the assistance for the adaptation and mitigation for both. And similarly, we are in fact strongly feel that more progress is required in that